They like trap music, but that's not me. They like pop music, but that's not me. I'm the baby face that will put you in your place, set you up, take it safe, then vanish without a trace. They like Balenciaga, but that's not me. They like Dolce Gabbana, but that's not me. I'm the baby face that will put you in your place, take your girl to your face.
The last topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is a situation that happened between Michael Rapaport, the comedian, and the ball player Kevin Durant. Now, before we dive into this, we understand that this isn't boxing, but you have to understand this is our podcast. And on podcasts, people talk about topics that help you understand who they are as people, who they are as person. And also this relates to athletes, right? And boxers are athletes. And we're talking about private messages being sent in DMs and how it can impact your career and how it can make you look in public. So it's all relative in some way, shape, or fashion. So if you only want to hear us talk about boxing, just only click on the videos that involve boxing. If you don't want to hear us talk about our music, then don't listen to it and don't click on the videos that involve the music. That's all. It's easy to avoid. It's very simple. But what we're about to do is dive into this incident between Michael Rapaport, the comedian, and NBA ball player Kevin Durant. So Michael Rapaport tweeted, "I receive threats and disgusting messages daily, but never in my wildest dreams did I think at KD Trey 5, Kevin Durant would be among them. The snake himself is now threatening me, bringing up my wife and wants to fight. This supposed to be America's sweetheart, right? I'm the real MVP." So this is Michael Rapaport sending this tweeting this. Then he tweets images from his DM. He screenshotted it, the messages from his DM, and he put it out with the tweet. And so here's Michael Rapaport. He tweeted, "KD seemed deeply in his feelings with at NBA on TNT crew after the game. Damn it, he's super sensitive about everything. Don't do the interview." And so then KD wrote, "You a B." And then Michael Rapaport said, "Just do the effing interview. If you're upset about something they've said, say something. Up there looking like you were going to cry and ish." And then KD said, "I did the interview, you D-head. Tell your baby daddy Chuck to be better at his job and frame his questions better. He gave me two options for that dumb A question, yes or no." So then it looks like Rapaport kind of cuts off what he says, but it says, "Go help the kids in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and stop being a effing puzz." And then KD wrote, "You would be for even caring how I do an interview. All you do is you see it for yourself, but yeah, I don't know. All you do is worship other men for attention. Trump didn't pay attention to your sorry A, so now you want to use everybody else to get views and laughs. Your life is a joke, you effing pale guy worshiper." And then he said, "Go get some sun. It's effing with your brain. Piece of ish." Then Michael Rapaport responded, "Go to Brownsville and help the people that need it, goofball." And then KD wrote, "You go do it, you clown. Good for you, but nobody gives a F. Suck a, suck a. Can't wait to tell you all this in person." So yes, this continues. Then I don't know what this is, but KD wrote, "I heard it all before you C word. Chuck doesn't need you as security, you pale, pasty, guzzling B. I swear I'm gonna spit in your face when I see your dirty A. Bet your life on it. Meet me on W17 at West 17th tomorrow at 10. Or better yet, what's your address? 10 a.m. at Catch Steak on the corner. Meet me there. You P word." Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Here we go. Was that the last one? Oh no, it wasn't the last one. So this is the last one. You called your lawyer like a P word. You are. Ha ha ha. You couldn't talk port me, talking ish, defamation of character, pussy A wannabe lawyer up. Your wife mad as F cause you wasting that little bit of money on a lawyer cause you can't take a joke. Ha ha ha. How P are you? Your wife doesn't even respect your BA. So basically that was the exchange between Kevin Durant and Michael Rapaport. Um, what are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like it was fair, foul? Did Michael Rapaport violate code? Just whatever you feel about the situation, just let it rip. Trill Dollar Bill, you look like you have some thoughts on it, so I'm gonna turn it over to you.
All right. When it comes to things being shared, you know what I'm saying? I think it becomes I think depending on your relationship with a person and depending on how you are, confidentiality can form a play. We're the boxing bros, right? So if, say, for example, we said something wrong or we did something wrong and the boxer wants to come in and correct us and say, oh, we did this wrong, we would have no problem sharing that with you. Now, if he came at us in a different way and was like, hey, this is going on in my family, man, you know, this is blah, 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 blah. And we knew that it was just something personal that he was telling us. We're not going to share that. I wouldn't want to kill our relationship or, you know, because that's not how we rock. You know what I'm saying? We're not TMZ, the gossip things. That's not, we got integrity. You know what I'm saying? So that's not how we would do it. You know what I mean? Now, in the case with Michael Rapaport, I like Michael, but I feel like sometimes I always say this: you get back what you put out. And of course, you know, KD is a public figure or whatever, so you can't keep talking and bringing a certain type of energy. You know what I'm saying? And somebody not feel offended. Even after, you know what I'm saying? You the first one, you brought smoke. You brought the smoke. Now you're trying to damage this man's the perception of this man or drag him. And it's like he said, like Kevin Durant said, I don't want to be too far on Kevin Durant's side. I want to show my maturity here, but I feel him. You know what I'm saying? I feel him. I feel him. It's because, you know what I'm saying? It's like women do that. No disrespect. I mean, like,
use an opinion in a trill. As a boxing bros, yo.
I didn't mean it like in a bad way. I'm talking about in relationship forms. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then be like, why are you mad? Like, you just sat here and just nitpick, aggravate the whole day, and then eventually I'd be like, hey, calm down. Like, everybody looking at you like you mad, like you something wrong with you. Like, Rapaport, you do this to everybody. Like KD was saying, you attack everybody, you come at everybody. KD was defending himself, you know, and that was a personal between you and him. You came at him aggressive, he came back at you aggressive. You know what I'm saying? You want to put it out there, and it's like you're trying to destroy him to make him try to lose some type of deals and stuff like that. I don't think that part is cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you get back the type of energy that you put out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fair believer. You know what I'm saying? Is you get back what you put out. I'm gonna keep saying that, and because I feel that. I feel like he puts out a certain type of energy, and he got it back. And now you're trying to wave the white flag and try to make it seem like you're innocent, like you didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And try to make him look like he's the evil, aggressive, angry guy. But you started this fire. Now everybody's going to look at you like you're the victim. You know what I'm saying? When you're not. You're the agitator. But it's going to make it seem like Kevin Durant is the bad guy. But That's how I feel. Maybe I got sorry for the
There are multiple opinions on the situation, and that's why we're discussing it. We've heard several, and that's just yours. Conspiracy.
Yeah, I like to say that I feel for KD. And the reason why is because certain people just cut from different cloths. Like how I looked at the situation at first, I was like, it seems like to me KD's trolling. You know what I mean? That's what I thought. But then again, if you don't have that relationship, I don't know their relationship because I know Rapaport, he does follow the NBA. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking they actually have like a personal friendship or something. So with if the relationship is actually like, they're cool, then it's like, come on, bro, you shouldn't have made that public, right? But if they don't have a personal relationship, then KD, you messed up because you put yourself in a place that this guy could use to, because he's a clout chaser. Let's just be real. Like, he's on Twitter, he be clout chasing a number of people. So if you're responding back to this guy because you in your feelings and he's still clowning you, in the messages, and you keep going and it escalates to something bigger, like these are texts, right? So you can't read emotion. So he doesn't know if you're trolling or if you're serious. All he knows is like, yo, damn, this dude talking about, come see me at this place so he could slap me, this, that, and the third. He's calling me a CS, doing all kind of stuff. So now maybe, he's getting scared. So, and if a person's a clout chaser, this is juicy information for them. So they're gonna release it. Like they're gonna release it. So you just played yourself. Durant just played himself for real. So to me, man, just for all celebrities, all athletes, don't play with these Twitter heads, man. These Twitter finger people, man, they're gonna get you in trouble. And he's sleeping well at night because now he's like, I'm back out there. People are talking about me because his career for the most part is like, he's funny. He used to have the show. I forgot the show's name, but the show was actually pretty funny, But I haven't seen him on TV in a minute.
You know about that show that was on Netflix?
Yeah, I think it was on Fox. He had a show on Fox. It was a sitcom. It was actually pretty funny. I just can't remember the name, but
Titus.
Huh?
Was it Titus?
Can't remember the name, bro.
Yeah.
It might be right, but like it was hilarious. But now, bro, who's looking for him? No one. So now you just gave life to this guy. You know what I mean? So to me, all athletes, everybody, just even me, I'm being honest with you. If a person like coming at my life via social media, I'm being honest, I can't take it serious. I'm like, bro, you on social media, like, and if we're cool, you would have called me, like, you know what I'm saying? But you typing, so it's like I can't take this serious. So that's why I'm like, Mike, man, you should have knew, bro. This is trolling. Like, I don't see why you took it that serious and made it public, knowing that the NBA be finding athletes for less. Luckily, I think he only got fined $50,000. I think that's cool, bro. I'm being honest. They usually
people make it. Yeah, that's that 50,000. Like that, you can't. That's not just something to.
No, but what I'm saying is,
you know what?
The NBA done hit dudes with big numbers in the past. So that's what I'm saying.
Let me let Trill get in for a second. Go ahead.
Sorry, G, man. I was just hearing you, man. Now more and more I think about it, man. The more and more I think that Rapaport's a sucker, man. The more and more hearing you talk, I'm thinking more and more he's a sucker, yo. And you know what's so bad about it is y'all done had conversations before. You done talked to Kevin Durant before. You done had these things, and you like, man, nah, you ain't good. You ain't good at all for doing that. You're a slime ball. Like, you're a rat. You are like, you really try to hurt this dude's career. Now that I really think about it, like,
extension. You know what I'm
saying? And just to add to that, G, like Trill said, they did, because I was going to add that they did have a personal relationship. They spoke to each other through like Twitter. That's why reason why KD responded to him in the first place.
So that's what I was thinking. Like, it's just if KD was even talking to him, I don't think KD meant it the way that he was doing it. Because I'm like, if you really tight, you ain't gonna be tweeting that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because all that's gonna be used against you, unless Kevin Durant is just an idiot. but I like to believe he's not. So I think it was really just trolling. Like, yo, shut your mouth, blah blah blah. You da 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 this and third. It's just cap it. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I want to see the full messages because he was inciting the stuff too.
Yeah,
So.
he never showed what he said. He cut off one with like, you know, but he never really showed all the stuff he said in those.
Nah, it is, man. You're trying to paint the picture.
Yeah, he's trying to paint the
Kevin Durant can't show the whole thing because it makes the NBA look bad. NBA's telling them, yo, you better stop this. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but what Michael Rapaport did was, I don't think nobody should give him no love, man. Because what you try to do is some sucker stuff. Now that I just think about it, sat back and think about it, like, you know what I mean? Like people get too big for I don't know, and thinking that he could just take somebody down like that. I just thought about when you hearing you talk, it just really made me think it's a sucker. My B.
No, that's all.
You still got the floor.
Yeah, I'm just saying that pretty much, man. Homie's just clout chasing, right? He's using this as an opportunity to propel his career, you know, and he's getting multiple eyes on him right now. So, hey, why not do it? That's how he's looking at it. But to me, if they were actually cool, that to me is like, you know, kind of what Trill saying. That's a sucker move. And so, you know, you should respect your friendship enough to at least be like, yo, you know what? I don't know if this is real. Let me just hit him up. Like, yo, bro, I'm just checking the temperature. Like, is this for real? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's kind of like, you don't know. You really don't know. When you read, when I was reading it, I'm thinking he's trolling. I was like, yo, I think they know each other. It seemed like he's trolling, just talk. He's like, he's capping on him because, you know, it's just like, yo, I'm talking trash to a comedian. And maybe he's thinking like the comedian's going to talk trash back, you know. But now the comedian's like, oh, word, good looking, bro. I just came up. So that's KD's
make you lose your Nike deal.
Yeah, facts.
That was corny. Durant could have lost a lot behind this.
Mm-hmm.
That was corny, Michael Rapaport, especially when you brought that
in here. Let's let Ned get in here. Go ahead, Ned.
All right, yo, I got a lot to say on this subject. I feel how y'all come for KD, but KD ain't no angel, bro. We don't like KD no more, bro. KD is ex, bro. Like when he did that, when he left OKC and went.
That he's canceled? Is that what you said? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he's canceled out here in these streets, bro. We don't rock with KD no more, man. Like, you don't even give KD says something, you don't even give it no attention. Like, so when Rapaport exposed them, it's not like to show he's a bad person. It's just exposing this he's a coward. Like he lives.
Yeah, you're doing this coward word, bro. You gotta relax.
Coward, bro. Like that's all I can say.
Yo, let Ned say his word of the day. Let Ned say his word of the day. Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Ned.
Related to basketball, not as a man, but in basketball, what he did, he left his team to go join a stag team that beat him the previous year to win championship.
That he was up 3-1 on.
Yep, sucker. That's if coward bothers you, he's a sucker. I'll go up the ante. So for me, this is just it's trolling. Rapaport trolled this dude, and he fell for it, baited it, and exposed him. Like. This is look how I got KD. So I don't see anybody like, oh, KD's a bad person. They just laughing at KD like you really fell for the bait. And Rapaport's a comedian, of course. Like this was all fun, laughs and giggles. So I'm not nothing too serious. But yeah, it was hilarious. I'm laughing at it.
All right, Trill Dollar Bill, you were saying something. You can get in there. I just want to let Ned get his piece in.
I was done, my brother. I was just still what's the word I'm looking for? Showing my disgust for Michael Rapaport. I just thought that was that shit. You know him, and you try to do that. That could have hurt him so bad. You know what I mean? I thought that was some sucker stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm just against that right there.
Not for you, bro. So I just want to lay the foundation. I first saw Michael Rapaport in a movie called Higher Learning. And it was about like racial tensions on a college campus, right? And he played this student who joins a white supremacist group, and he shoots up the school, right? So he played that movie, and I thought he did a really great job in that role. And I think Higher Learning is a great movie, and I would encourage anyone to watch that movie if you have access to Higher Learning. I know it was on Netflix at one point. I don't know what streaming service it may be on right now, but that's an awesome movie. I'd recommend anybody watch it. But that was when I first saw Michael Rapaport. Then I saw Michael Rapaport in numerous movies black movies, as they call them. If you go on these streaming services and they'll say like the black movies, you'll see Michael Rappaport's in a lot of them. He's in Bamboozled, he's in like Next Friday, he's in a lot of these movies, and he typically plays the same role. He's either like the someone who's involved in black culture some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? Then you look at Michael Rapaport, he plays in these basketball leagues with celebrities, and he's a huge fan of the NBA. He goes on all the nationally televised sports shows in America, and he sits down and talks about how much he loves the Knicks and how much he loves the NBA. So this isn't just some regular Joe Schmo. This guy bashes LeBron James every chance he gets. He hates on LeBron James. He talks negatively about LeBron James and several other athletes in the NBA. So I say all that to say, this dude, as you can see, he's involved in black culture, but he also doesn't hold his tongue, and he'll speak freely about any athlete he doesn't like. And that includes LeBron James and Kevin Durant, who happen to be two of the most popular players in the NBA. So now where I get to is this all started because he criticized KD. He said, if you don't want to do the interview, then don't just sit there looking stupid or whatever. And if you look at where it started with KD's like, you're the one who's a clown worrying about my interview, right? And Chuck doesn't need, he's talking about Charles Barkley, because if you know Charles Barkley is one of the sports personalities who ruffles a lot of feathers. He makes a lot of people upset. A lot of people have issues with Charles Barkley. So now essentially what Michael Rapaport is doing is inserting himself into an issue Kevin Durant has with Charles Barkley and kind of defending Charles Barkley. So when you hear KD say stuff like stop riding him or stop like backing him in ways that could be perceived as homophobic, he's not saying it out of hate. He's saying it as, yo, you are vouching for this other guy way too hard in a situation that doesn't involve you. And Michael Rapaport knows this because if you played on any basketball court in America, and if you're a part of the culture, you understand that that's what he's saying. But Michael Rapaport is hoping that people who don't understand the culture is going to read this and say, well, KD's homophobic. Well, KD's saying all this. What KD is saying is, Michael Rapaport, why are you riding for Charles Barkley so hard? Why are you all over Charles Barkley? Why are you worried about what's happening between me and Charles Barkley and it doesn't involve you? That's what he's saying. So, for example, if G and Ned get into something, and every time G says something, and I'm like, I got issue with it, and Ned says something, I'm like, yeah, Ned, you tell him, Ned. The first thing people gonna say is, why you riding Ned? Like, you know what it means. No one's saying anything negative about anyone, whatever. It's just the expression. Now, it could be perceived as something, but I want to point this out to everyone. Also, when KD says like, oh, meet me here, meet me there, and whatever, and they act like, oh, and he's saying like, oh, I was really scared. Bro, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Listen, I played basketball in different hoods. Like I'm talking about, I played basketball in an era where dudes were getting shot, killed, murdered, and it was like you wear the wrong color, it was a problem. Like it's not the same the way it was when I used to go, and I used to go to different people's hood and play basketball, right? And there'll be someone talking. Will be someone talking. I'll be playing. Sometimes it'll be an older
wrong hat to get you capped.
Yeah, I'm a kid. I'm saying this is my teenage years. I'm in someone else's hood. I'm playing basketball. It'll be an older head, an OG from the block. I'll be like, oh, keep swinging them elbows. I got some elbows too. I didn't swing no elbow. What they're trying to do is stop me from driving to the rim, right? And they keep talking, and then they'll keep saying something, and then I'll just know I got to keep playing through it, right? But then there have been times when I've been to someone else's hood, and then like they'll like get physical with you, so you get physical back with them, and they're like, "Oh, word! After the game, bro. After the game, it's on. After the game." And guess what I do? I continue to play the game. And you know what happens after the game? They come up to me like, "Nah, it's all good, brother. Whatever." They're just trying to get into your head, and I've heard that before too. Oh, I'm gonna come to your block. I'm gonna come to your block. It's all talk, yo. It's all talk. And KD's a ball player. So you got to understand that mindset too. KD's like, yo, come see me. It's just like what he's saying is like basically when he says meet me on this street, meet me on that street, the translation is you won't say it to my face. That's the translation. The translation is if we were at the same location, you wouldn't say none of that to me. The implication is you're thumb thugging. You're only saying this because we are not at the same place at the same time. So when he says meet me somewhere, he's not saying like, oh, you know, I'm gonna do it's whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
He's really saying like when we're face to face, you're not gonna say none of this stuff. So that's what he's saying. So there's a deeper meaning behind what KD's saying. But for me, what makes it an issue is Rapaport screenshotted this and put it out to the public. Now you have this relationship with this guy. You talk trash to him. We seen it, and he talked trash to you. Now, if he went too far, if G went too far, if Ned went too far, Trill went too far, I can pick up the phone and be like, "Yo, what do you mean by that? Like, why'd you go there? Like, I didn't think it's necessary to go there. Like, what's good?" But that's what you do when you have like a relationship with someone, when you care about their well-being. I don't screenshot it and then put it out to everyone. Yeah. And because when you're around people, you feel comfortable.
You know why you don't do that, my brother? I didn't even mean to cut you off. You know why you don't do that is because you're a man, right? Men don't send screenshots. That's what I was alluding to earlier. You're a man. That's what men don't do that. And like you were saying with the conversation, my brother, when I wanted to allude to how the conversation was going to the left, as men, you know how to diffuse the situation, or you know how you want to navigate the situation. You could have been like, yo, it ain't like that, or something like that. As a man, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't acting like a man, and none of that. You know what I'm saying? But go on, my brother. I was just
what I'm getting at is
look like Ned needs to defend something.
I'm not defending anything. I'm just saying Michael Rapaport's Instagram is hilarious right now. I'm just saying it's hilarious right now.
Whose Instagram?
Michael Rapaport's his Instagram. He's posting the video clips, things like that. It's
about KD.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, like saying like they used to be friends, like they used to hang out. It was cool.
You got a TMZ clip on there.
Yeah, that's what makes it even worse, though. You see what I'm saying? You laughing about it, but I see something different, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I see a man trying to destroy another man and making it seem like this man was coming at him a certain way, like how bro was talking about how he mentioned he put up certain things to try to make him seem like he was a certain way, his views to a certain people was a certain way, how he painted that, how Michael Rapaport painted that picture, and he's been in the culture. He know what he was doing. He was trying to hurt Kevin Durant. That's how I feel. And you're a sucker for that. That's how I feel.
Yeah. So like what I'm getting at is he knows that he's having this back and forth with someone, and I'm having this back and forth with someone. I could be having a back and forth with Wilder, and Wilder can say like, "Yo, when I see you, I'ma slap you," and you know what I'm gonna do? Nothing. And I could even expose it and be like, yo, Wilder threatened me or whatever. But I understand that's like just the culture. Mm-hmm. So if I see Wilder and he comes up to me and he slaps me, then it's something completely different. But I'm not about to like expose it and put it out there. And this doesn't mean I excuse KD. KD has to be smarter. He has to be brighter. And that's the whole purpose of this segment. When you got a clout chaser, like G's pointed out, you got this dude, he done try to get Trump to react. He's tried to get LeBron James to react. You see LeBron, don't even give him the time of day. Even President Trump didn't give him the time of day. So now he's coming at you because why? You seem like someone who would react. You seem like someone who would give him what he needs, the moment to be relevant. He just needed an opportunity to be relevant. And KD, you gave it to him. See, this is what it is. You're KD, bro. You're set for life. Regardless of what happens, you're going to be the man. The only satisfaction he can get is trying to get fame off your name. Don't even give it to him. Don't even give it to him. So he said like something about your interviews. Said, yeah, I'm glad you like watching my interviews. Peace. Like, that's it. Don't even give him time of day. It's like, I'm glad you like watching my interviews because I don't watch none of your shows, assuming that you even have any. And then boom, hit him with the piece. Like, just leave it alone. Don't even engage with this guy. Because what happened is you went at him You met him when he was at. You came at him the way he came at you when he couldn't handle it. So you turn the heat on him. He's very critical of how you act, how you look, how you speak, how you're doing something. As soon as you direct that attention on him, now he wants to ruin you. He wants to throw it out there. But I just want to say my issue with Rapaport is that one, he made it public, and two, he tried to make KD seem like he was being homophobic, like he was being all that. And you know what those comments mean when you're a part of this culture. You know what it means. You know what it means. Like, and so like just to get back what I was saying, we've all said things that if they recorded our discussions and put it out to the world, it can easily be misunderstood as something that can get us in trouble. Mm-hmm. But if you know the culture and you know the meanings, you know that's not what no one's saying. KD was not promoting hate speech. KD was not speaking hate speech. When KD was saying like stuff about like, you know, stop overly supporting this man or things of that nature, what he was saying is that Michael Rapaport is acting like he's, you know, like he's Charles Barkley's bodyguard. Why is he going so hard for Charles Barkley? Like, why are you co-signing this man so hard? This ain't got nothing to do with you. That's what he was saying. I know the way he said it wasn't the best way. I know it wasn't the brightest way. I know it's the way that he shouldn't have been saying it. And you can get KD for that. And that's probably why he was fine. Because like the NBA, believe it or not, they got people in their offices that understand the lingo, the culture, whatever. So they was like, yo, we get it, but you still shouldn't have said these things. So we're going to penalize you. That's cool. But you shouldn't even have to pay that $50,000. For me, the purposes for which Michael Rapaport released this discussion is what makes him whack, is what makes him a lame, is what it, and in the end, it's going to hurt him more than he tried to hurt KD. Because now no one's going to rock with him. Like even myself, I don't even want to see another Rapaport flick. If you cast Rapaport, you should get canceled. Straight like that.
Word. Cost my man a 50 piece. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And first, tell us how you feel in the comment section. Also, please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. I'm Trill Dollar Bill. That's G. That's the TBE. And that's my brother right there. That's Katie. And you know who we are. We the Boxing Bros. Thank you for rocking with us.